Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Google Pixel 7, and we're going to be talking about why this phone still holds its value in 2023 now and going into July. Right now it's June 14th, but going into July and even in the next and the end of the year, going into the next one, I still think this device is going to hold its value, and it's actually only $50 less than when it first released. So the price is very similar to when it first launched, but obviously you can get deals for this device renewed and things of that sort. But make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video, because we're going to be talking about some of the things that make this device hold its value right now. And so I definitely think it's going to be a solid pickup. But make sure you guys stay locked in. And if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, but if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So I just want to start off by talking about this being my main phone most of the time, 100% of the time. And I use this device pretty much for everything that I do on a daily basis. And it's just a beautiful piece of hardware. It's very unique in many different facets. It stands out, and it has a litany of features that I just really enjoy to use on this device. It's got that aluminum style camera bar, which is definitely unique from a lot of other phones, and it just has a really cool design that I never have really seen. So they're actually coming up with their own unique design for the phone, which is something that's really awesome. But not only is the design of this device cool, it comes with premium materials. It's got a really strong build quality. It also does support battery share. It does support wireless charge, and just to name a few of the features. So this device can charge you can use the wireless charger and get some pretty decent speeds on it. So I actually have the device right now. I'm using the device all day long, and so from the time I wake up, I'm using this device, and you can see it just got the notification here to turn on battery saver right here. And so the device I've been using it since 7 a.m. this morning when I first woke up. Now it's almost 12 a.m. So a whole full day of use with one single charge. And so I really think that the battery has definitely been a solid thing that's held up pretty well. You also get the adaptive battery on here. So if you're using this device all day long, you will be able to get through 24 hours of the day. And so you can see that I'm actually at 20% right now. And so my battery usage actually indicates that I've been using the device's screen for a long period of time. It says right here that the screen on time on here is 3 hours and 39 minutes. The phone was idle for a day and 22 minutes. I've been using the overall, battery for, I'm saying, like, pretty much is showing that I've been getting some really good battery life on here. So the battery life is good. You got the adaptive battery settings, so you could do adaptive charging on here. You could also do adaptive battery, so it can learn your behavior, and you can save battery. You can also turn on ultra battery saver right here, which will actually limit some of the functions and give you an extended battery. Not only that, I really love the display. Now, obviously, when you turn on battery saver, it's gonna actually probably turn off the adaptive display, which is at 90 hertz. But let me just see if that does that. But yeah, it took off smooth display, but you do get smooth display 90 hertz. You get the option to switch the colors around, adjusting it to your own liking. Something that a lot of people like to do in today's age. And so if I'm not using this device, I'm using my Samsung Galaxy Fold right here, Fold 3, which is a really fun device to use. And you guys can kind of get the idea of why I say that. It's because the Fold has so many different features with the fold-in displays that you can do. But for a candy bar style design, I prefer the Google Pixel normally. and like I said, the screen is 1,000 nits brightness, so it's gonna get pretty decent in direct sunlight. And I'm talking real bright outside. But there were some times when I tried to show my screen to some people who, that don't have the best vision or whatever. They will struggle to see it in direct sunlight. But for me, I was able to see it. Didn't have any issues concerning the display outdoors or indoors. And so I'm really a huge fan of the display. It just looks absolutely gorgeous when it comes to the display on here. So you're getting a 6.3-inch display. It's going to give you sharp details and vivid viewing angles most of the time. And it's also going to be powered by the G2, what I'm saying, and the M2 Titan chip. So it's got a good processor back in it. It's also got great security back in it. And with the newest release of the feature drop that Google was talking about, they said that they were going to give this thing improved call detection, improve focus for macro videos, giving you the ability to create videos for small objects. You also got a gesture-based timer for photos, 3D dynamic new emojis and wallpapers, improved recorder, and improved Google Home improvements, haptics, and adaptive charging is improved. And so those are going to be just to name a few of the features that I was trying to talk to you about with this device that's going to be improved with an update. And so, I've been using it all day long. Haven't had any issues or encounters where I was just upset of using it. Now, there's a few things that I did notice, but they kind of fixed themselves. Sometimes when I did get a phone call, I wasn't able to, it would start to kind of slow down when I would get a phone call. And so I couldn't answer the phone when I wanted to. Actually, I haven't had that issue for a week or so now, but it was an issue. I'm actually on the May 5th update for Android 13. I checked to see if the June feature launch update was out yet on here, but it hasn't officially been launched over to my device. So I'm going to check in a few days and make sure I could get that. All right. But, what I'm saying, I definitely think that this device is going to hold up well for other things that I'm going to get into. But if you're still here and you're still kicking it with me, I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. But if you're still here, also just type down in the comment section, I'm still here. So I know you're still kicking it with me, and hit the like button so you could show your support and appreciation, and we can help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay. But like I said, this device has a number of features that make it very solid, and it's going to basically give you all the main features that you need. So the main features that I need, that I always use on here, is the NFC for Google Wallet I have on this device. I use the dual speakers constantly when I'm watching movies and stuff like that, browsing social media on here. I really like messing around with you can see the backdrop of the accented teal against the black. And you can, whenever you change your wallpaper, you could customize that to, and you can change the background colors, and they give you a variety of options to mess around with. So you could always, switch up the style and the look. And so that's something that I really like playing around with too, is these little backdrop, I'm talking about like colors. It makes it very, very, very fun to customize the colors with. And so one of the main features I always use, because I'm always looking for a flashlight, is the double tap setting that I set on here to get to my flashlight. Of course, it's not going to work now, but you can see the flashlight is now working. Double tap to turn it on and off. That's another clutch feature. The fingerprint also works very fast and quickly. So, right now it's on 60 hertz just to save some battery. And the now playing feature, I use this feature constantly. This helps me remember songs that are playing from like a radio. If I walk into a store and I hear a song playing, you save this one song that kind of made my day like a little bit better when I heard it. Um, I can't remember which one it was, but one of these songs from earlier today was really dope. Obviously, this thing is actually saving songs all day long inside of it because it's got that capability to actually just keep a large um, library of songs that I was listening to, um, and the list is immense. So it goes all the way into January, February, and March, which is crazy. So it goes back a bunch of months, all the way back into the last year to save all those songs. And so, like I said, that's going to be a feature that I don't see on any other device. Another feature that I don't see on any other device that I like using this device with is in the camera. It has some features in the camera that you can't find in most devices, other devices. Let me actually turn off the battery saver because the haptics on here are actually another thing that I really like. And if you go into the option right here where it says sound, and I'm trying to find that right now because it's not going to be like here on this little thing right here, but you can actually go into sound on this device. And what you could do is you, when inside of the sound settings right here, it's going to be in this tab. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Inside of settings, and when I go into sound, that's where you can tailor the haptics on here to your own preference. So this device holds its value. You get the spatial audio feature with headphones, which is another solid feature. Go into vibration and haptics, and I maxed out the vibration and haptics for this device so I can actually feel the really nice you know what I'm saying, haptics. You could also turn on clear calling to reduce background noises during phone calls, which I like to do. I always keep that on because I'm always on the phone talking, and I could really hear very well out of the earpiece speaker. I'm sorry, yeah, the speaker and the earpiece. And then it also has, if you're listening to music, the dual speaker capability on the bottom. Now, the only thing this thing doesn't have is expansion of the storage with a SD card. So you cannot expand the storage on this device, but it's just the overall really solid and clean device to play around with. Obviously, it's gonna get a ton more updates coming up, and I'm talking about OS updates, and those updates are gonna come pretty quick. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be a solid experience when it comes to getting updates. When it comes to using the software, this thing has a squeaky clean feel to it. It just feels very fluid, and it flows. I also like the widgets on here right now. I'm using a couple of widgets that I really like on here. I'm using the screen on time widget, which will actually display your accurate screen on time. And then I'm using the widget which is pairs to my smart devices. You also get the weather widget right here. It's asking to use my location, and you can see the clock widget has that little ticking thing that moves, which is really cool. You also got the translation app, which detects live translation, and it can detect languages when you press this. How you doing today? And you could talk to people in other languages with that. I think that's going to be solid when it comes to using this. And because the voice detection is so solid on this device, it's going to sound so good. But you know what I mean? I think that's pretty much everything that I kind of wanted to talk about. We also got a VPN, which I wanted to talk about, which is like Google offers that free with the Google One. So that's going to be really solid. And then I was trying to mention to you earlier, like, so VPNs basically help you protect your browsing when you're on the internet using Wi-Fi. But this device also has something in the video that I use all the time to test out my earbuds. And when you're in video, you can actually change the microphone from the earbuds to the microphone. And not only it's not showing right now because I don't have any earbuds connected to it, but you have speech enhancement, so it's going to make those videos sound really clear, and you get 4K 60 and 30 and 1080 60 and 30, and you get cinematic mode for video. And this a lot of people don't talk about this feature right here called the photosphere, which actually lets you make a 3D environment by taking a picture, and then when you look, you could tilt the phone and look around in your surroundings, just like kind of a panorama, but it's more 3D, three-dimensional. Yeah, and then the night mode photography is really solid on here. You also get the wide angle camera and the focus up to 8 times zoom. So they actually improved a lot of the features when it comes to the camera. I just got a camera update not too long ago, and so I think that they kind of improved the focus and stuff like that, because that's going to be a lot better. So with all the features that you're getting, you're also getting IP68 for water resistancy and things like that. It's going to make this device hold this value. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. There's not going to be a lot of b-roll in it, but if you found this video helpful, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're still using your Google Pixel 7 or even your Google Pixel 6, because that's still a device that I still think holds its value pretty well overall. But I'm going to get right back with you. I'm going to show up in the comment section, answer any of your questions as well. But like I said, this thing is a really solid device. It does get a little bit warm, and sometimes when you're using it outdoors and you're using the camera, it'll say that the device is about to overheat or something like that. So that's the only thing that I've run into that's like kind of weird compared to other smartphones that don't do that. But it pretty much does everything that I want to do, especially when I'm using this device thoroughly and getting all my money's worth with it. So I definitely think it holds its value. But I'm going to check you guys later, and I'll get right back with you on the next video. But make sure you hit the like button. I just want to remind you to hit the like button and just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I'll check you guys later, okay? Peace.